Hello and welcome to day 107 of the 1000 days of no code challenge. So far, we have done automation which runs every time a trigger happens. But here's the thing, not every trigger needs an action. Imagine getting hundreds of emails, but you need to run the automation only for the ones which are marked urgent. Or maybe you have a form where you want to respond back only with specific conditions in it. That's where filters or conditions comes in. Instead of processing for every trigger, we can set rules so that only the right data gets through. In today's video, we will explore how do we add filters or conditions. Let's get started. Now for the filters, we will go with Babel Connect, but the same thing we can also try on Make or Zapier. The logic would be much similar. So we'll go to this particular sheet and we have experience level 0 to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, 6 to 7 and 8 to 10, right? So let's assume that we want to send emails only to those who have experience level 6 to 7, right? So we'll go over here. So we'll add a action, we'll add a step here and you can select this filter by Babel. Action is filter values. Click on connect. So basically what this does is it will allow you to filter specific condition, and only if the condition is true then it will go further, right? So you have trigger column D. So you can select the label from here, and in our case I'll go with the experience level, right? You can use like equals to, does not equals to, contains, does not contain, exists, does not exist, and so many other conditions. I'll go with equals to, and what we want is 6, 7, right? So 6, 7, this is what we are looking for. Okay, if you want multiple conditions you can use that. Okay, for now I'll remove this and I'll click on save and send test result, right? You can see status is error because the sample data that we have got over here, right, is 0, 1. So if you want to check the sample data, we can actually go over here and click on recapture webhook response. Right click on yes, and it will wait for the new response. Go over here, extension, click on send custom data. You can send the data from A5 to 5. Click on submit. Okay, so now we have actually got the details from Kavya, which is 6 to 7. Now go to filters and keep the condition same. Click on save and send test result. You can see that it is success, right? And this will remain the same. Okay, it will continue only if this is success. If it's error, it will not go through. Now if I go to Google Sheets and add a new row, let's assume that I'm going to copy paste with I'll copy this one, right? And before I add the D column, I'll change this to support@redsoil.com because that is where we are getting the email, and I'll just copy this one and paste it over here, right? So now this will get triggered. If you go to filters, if you check, and I would have received an email, right? So the name is Kavya and you can see that, right? Hello Kavya, we are testing bulk email. Similarly, if I copy, let's say for example this one, okay, I'm just copy pasting, and I wouldn't receive this email because this is 8 to 10. And we can also actually check that. If you go to history, right, I'll just refresh this and you can check over here, right, where if you've got just one thing that has run. So if you see over here, this has got 3 steps. Yeah, so you can click on this one and it will open up. So free task, this is also free task, this has also run, right, success. But if you go to the latest one, right, you can see that this has run, but it has not gone further because we have filtered it. Yeah, you can see that. So this is how this particular filtering works, and it's as simple. And now we have made our automations smarter. Now instead of processing everything, our actions will only get processed when the right conditions are met. By using filters and conditions, we save time, reduce clutter, and make our automations more precise. Now it's time for you to add filters or conditions in your automations wherever needed and see how smooth your workflows can get. That's all from me for today. Tomorrow, we will take automation even further by learning how to use advanced logic for even more powerful workflows. See you in the next one.